Alrighty guys, it is Dr. Rage, and this video is for both YouTube and X. To all my X followers, thank you for being here and supporting me this whole time. To the people on YouTube, I don't have a live capabilities to live stream or do video recording on my super old computer. So please come over on X and give me a follow if you like these GameStop updates. So without further ado, let's move forward here and talk about GameStop. So if you saw my post earlier, we drew a cat today on the 1 hour. No, not we. The RSI did. Look at this beautiful little kitty. Now, I did have a photo earlier superimposed of a super kitten about to jump in the air. And that's what this kind of looks like here. If you look at the X, you know. You guys already know. Most of you know. So here's what I've been seeing. If you haven't seen my information on X, I see a little topsy-turvy inverse head and shoulders. Today, we kind of had to clench our cheeks a bit here and hold on to this 382, because losing this 382, I said that we would more than likely go down to under $22 again, to this 5.4 at $21.92, somewhere in some and change, whatever it may be. But here's the fun part. There it goes two different ways, and that's what this update is going to cover. Basically, it's going to go down to 22, or we're going to take off past the 236. And to show you, just for example, I'm going to show you two different times that we were in this zone, this very similar price zone with, let's say, very similar drops, or at one point, one of the examples is, I'll just get to it. So let's go to the daily. Let's say goodbye to the kitty for right now. Go to the daily and drop that down. Okay. So we're going to zoom in here for a moment, and we're going to take a big note as to these two candles here. Now, these are two very indecisive candlestick patterns. All right. They end up in the middle and two times in a row. Now, it's not to say, something happens with this and two times in a row and something's going to happen. Well, ultimately, yeah, something is going to happen. I'm just trying to prepare you for either side of which way this can go, and a little bit of education, because it goes a long way. So just for the clarification, this Fibonacci measurement was drawn from the bottom here to the top at these price ranges, all right? So take note of these two here, all right? How they look, they're centered with long wicks on either side. So that means there wasn't a lot of price movement, and there was an indecisive in which direction it was going to go. Now we're going back just a little bit right here, where there was one indecisive candle for a day, and then it had a large range from open to close the next day. Reversal candle here, and it went up from there. We had the earnings, okay? That was earnings, and then the earnings dropped back down to where we were just discussing. So just one, that's one example, and this could call it the bearish example, okay? This is the bearish example. So we gap up and we close down lower than the previous day, and big decisive candle there, right? Pretty decent volume, but nothing crazy. Let's go back to this guy. And what did I want to point out? Volume is lower down here. So nothing is decisive yet, as you could tell. Between these two candles, for sure, declining volume. All right. Then taking a little bit of note here, volume did increase, and we, got the big green candle back up, and it decided to go up from there, leading to earnings. Now, let's go to the other example. Sorry, I'm doing this all in one take, so I gotta don't want to mess anything up here. Oh, the price zones, though. That's what I wanted to say. So, if we are to compare to where we are and where this decisive candle is, or indecisive candle, right? It's the same over here. Right here and right here. So, where did this red candle take us? Down to this level. Wow, surprise, surprise. That's the 5-4 right here. Straight across from here is 5-4, and it was support. So clearly it was support once. It was tested down here, and then boom, like huge support, 786, big candle up, all right? Now, these numbers are all, they're relative, but just remember the drawing is only from this. But it does highlight significant points of buying support, okay, for GameStop. Now we're going to go back just one more time. And I believe, when does this one come back? Oh, right around here. So in this case, we had a bullish candle, okay? We got resisted, surprise, surprise, around our current resistance right now. I'll just show you that really quick. Literally our current resistance and to where we were. All right. Then in here, red candle down. Basically to the 5-4 on the Fibonacci that I just showed you. 21.92, and this price was 22.02. Yeah. Is that what it was? 22.05. Whatever. Okay, so right after that, guess what? 2 indecisive candles. One green, or both green. The other ones are red and green. Doesn't matter. Like, the whole point is indecisive candles right now. And they're at very specific points. Okay, it's just under 22.50. Then, finally, looking at the little bit of volume on the bottom of the screen, volume decided to increase, and 1 big candle up. Then 2, technically, higher price. 3, 4, and then, it was off to the races. And this is what you might see. I'm just going to do this blind. What does the hourly look like? When you go back to that zone, scroll a decent way back here. Is it there? Is this the zone I'm referring to? Yes. So, yeah, let's see. All down in here. Yeah. RSI was below 50. As you can see down here. It went under 50. And eventually we got the bip up over, and price really took up and off and up to the upside. Okay, that's same thing, just on the hourly. All right, because the box was there. I know it's the same area. And then it was like all the big candles up. So I'm not trying to exactly compare, but knowing technical analysis and adapting to like how you can see things on both RSI and in the Fibonacci what am I trying to say? The pattern here, it's very, very interesting. Oh, look at after hours. It's above the 236. So that's good. That's good. So it's exciting because that's the whole part of this theory is that, well, is the RSI even going to be going in after hours? I don't think it does. I don't normally look at RSI after hours. Who does? So anyways, you guys grasp what I'm saying, right? This zone here that we held today, Dr. Age covered for you, not only also being the extra shoulder of the inverse head and shoulders, but there's major support there. We talked about volume. We talked about like where all the green candles come from and why there were wicks here. And then, ultimately, this wicked back up by the end of the day. Depends on which time frame you look at, but nice green up, right? So very, very positive things formulating for GameStop here. And I'm just excited to share because, I laid both options out. It's either we break down again to under 22 or we get the super kitty. We probably go above the green line and hopefully get a new high. And we'll see where the RSI is then and there. We were looking and hoping for an RSI break today on the 30-minute. But that got shut down. Like momentarily, though, because it had a nice curve up at the end. And literally, the Fibonacci saved itself. Like, you can't make this up, right? Like, this is why I cover GameStop. Technical analysis does work, guys. And a lot of people, like, they knock it and they're like, oh, you're just reading tea leaves. Like, no, I posted at one point, I said, if this is the time, if there is a time, it's now. Okay. I posted a little rocket and look at that. Literally the 382 at 22:31, right when I posted, was right here. Right. I had to believe it was right at 2:30. And well, it's kind of interesting that it's 22:31. Other than that silly little 10 bit of it, it's all real. The Fibonacci numbers are real. It's all very applicable to charts if you know what you're doing and how to draw them. And that's it. Like, this is how the algorithm is working. This is how you can predict movements, okay, in stock prices. It doesn't have to just be GameStop, but I'm very familiar and comfortable with GameStop and have been covering it for a very long time, as many of you know. And, if you're still watching on YouTube, come on over to X and give me a follow, turn on notifications. This is really all I constantly do because there's such a great community. I have such a passion for GameStop and helping people understand just a little bit better. And if you like my content, my material, I do love coffee donations. So I have a Cash App. It's the same name that I have, DRR4G3. And then that's it. That's my little plug for donations. I am trying to get a computer to actually live stream and not use a phone. If that would be great, in my opinion. But I love updating people on X, and this is the way I could communicate for right now. 420, celebrate. So this is just what I do in support of my GameStop community is, follow the charts and then also make some fun content in the meantime, especially like the cat video or the cat and the RSI. But like, I didn't even make that. Like, I just saw it. I just saw what it looked like. So other than that, I will get logged off here and sign out as usual. I hope everyone has a great evening. Hopefully tomorrow we'll see a bit more action as to what is going to happen with those indecisive candles that GameStop has formed the last 2 days, today and yesterday. Truly, everything will probably be decided. Tomorrow, Friday, perhaps with options expiry, etc. But we'll see. We'll see. We just need to have volume come in, and we'll just see how everything else goes. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Once again, have a great night. And as always, Dr. Rage.